How many kids do Peter and Lois Griffin have? Easy question. 3. Meg, Chris, and Stewie. Nope. There's more. With how Family Guy cutaways work, the family tree gets confusing. Within the cutaways, we meet Other Brother, who is stuck in a movie theater seat and was abandoned by Lois. It isn't stated that Peter is the dad, but, odds are. There are 2 more brothers, Peter Griffin Jr., who Peter shook to death because he thought it would make him stop crying, and Dave Griffin, who was stillborn, but as a coffin. In the cutaway setup, it is insinuated that Stewie had killed Dave. This is further implied with Stewie's reaction to the whole scenario in the cutaway, mocking Dave's death. Outside of the cutaways, Lois tells Chris about his deceased twin brother, Smith. She also reveals that Chris and Smith are named after the Christmas holiday. Like Dave, Miss was also stillborn. There's also Stewie's funny brother, who is kind of a cutaway character, without the cutaway, but he's a gag character, and a part of the gag, he collapses to the floor, so he might be dead as well. The only other child of Lois and Peter was never actually seen, only ever mentioned. Chris mentions that Meg strangled their other sister to death, and Peter and Lois try to tell him that it was a dream. Chris says it seems so real, to which they yell back at him in a way that makes it seem like they're covering it up, that it wasn't real. So, they have 9 kids. Kind of. Meg, other brother, other sister, Chris and his twin, Miss, Peter Griffin Jr., Stewie and his twin Dave, and Stewie's funny brother. Kind of. If you don't count the ones from cutaways, they have Meg, Chris, Stewie, Miss, Stewie's other brother, and the other sister. But 9. So Peter and Lois have 9 kids. At least 9 together. Peter donated to a sperm bank at least once, and has at least 95 offspring due to that donation. There's also one of Stewie's rivals from before becoming in utero, Bertram, who is another one of Peter's donation offspring. Then Peter also has 2 secret families. There is the basement family, who are just like the normal Griffins, but almost caveman-like versions of them. And there is a Meg, Chris, and Stewie. So that's 3 more for Peter. And there's the Handelmans, Peter's secret but not so secret second family, who live in Chicago. And he has 3 more kids with that family as well. Okay. So Peter has at least 111 children. 9 of them being with Lois. Yeah, that was easy. Do clones count? Okay, so to my knowledge, Stewie has cloned himself either on purpose or accidentally 3 times within the series. There's Bitch Stewie, Evil Stewie, and Road to Vegas Stewie. But Peter didn't have any part in creating them, nor did Lois. Stewie duplicated his own DNA. So I'm inclined to say that they don't count. But on the other hand, monozygotic twins, or identical twins that come from one egg, split off into 2 are natural clones to the closest sense that they can be, but with a few slight genetic mutations to make the individuality of each of them. And Bitch Stewie and Evil Stewie, like, they're supposed to be clones. They do have different traits than the original Stewie, though, that make them very distinct. So, maybe they count? Not Road to Vegas Stewie, though. He is a direct copy of the original Stewie. So I think it's safe to say that the Road to Vegas Stewie does not count the other two fit into kind of a gray area. They probably don't count, but I'm not going to rule it out. Okay. So in total, Peter and Lois have 9 children. But Peter has 111, kind of, maybe. The moral ideals of cloning gets really iffy. Is it something that we can count? I think it is a subject that I do not want to talk about more than I have talked about it. And Peter probably also still has more of the donation offspring that did not show up at the Griffin residence. 111 that we know of, kind of. That is the final number.